my god, that's so stinking cute. Hello friends, and welcome to PlumeriaPlay, and happy Adventure Awaits release day. I have been really looking forward to this pack, not so much for the build stuff that comes with it, but for the getaway system and the new custom venues. So today what I thought we could build is a sports camp. A lot of creators have had early access for a little while, so I've seen a lot of different types of camps and things like that. But one that I haven't seen quite yet is a sports camp. So I thought today we would build that. This is going to be a semi-limited pack build. We're going to use Adventure Awaits, City Living, High School Years, Discover University, and Get to Work as expansion packs. And then game packs, we're going to use Parenthood and Spa Day. And then for stuff packs, we're going to use the Fitness Stuff Pack. That's 8 packs total, so I do acknowledge that it's not necessarily a limited pack build, but I'm reining it in a little bit. But what I wanted is to have all of the sports equipment available to us. So those are the reasons that I chose these packs. We're gonna build here in the world of San Myshuno. I love this world, and this is where the park goes. I don't get a lot of use out of this park personally, so I'm thinking it's like a really good place to build our sportsplex. I think I want to have like a big walkway here up the middle. I also want a really large football and soccer field. So I almost think maybe over in this little corner is a good place to put that. And then we could put our building facing this way. I know maybe that's going to look a little bit weird from the map and the gallery view, but I think it's going to be the most functional way to do it. So I'm thinking something kind of like this for the lot layout. So here's where we'll have that big soccer field. I'm thinking maybe right here we'll go with like a pool or maybe basketball courts. I guess we'll kind of figure that one out. And then we'll have a building here. I'm kind of thinking our building will almost be like a U-shaped building, like a shape kind of like this. Obviously, this is not right. This is just thrown down for like visualizing, but this will be the start pathway of that. And we'll have it like go to the big front door kind of thing. I'm thinking this building is almost going to look a little school-like in nature. So if you wanted to maybe use it for that instead, you could. But for our purposes, it's going to be very sporty. But let's delete this for now. We'll circle back to we get a better view of it. Let's work on our field first. Okay, first of all, I think we have to do like this stripy field where we pick a different terrain color and then like go all the way down with it to give the field a stripy effect. I'm not gonna make you watch me do this the whole time. I will be right back. Something kind of like this. Wait, that's actually looking really good. If you're wondering, one of the reasons we're using Get to Work is for this little no-show fence right here. I probably should have mentioned that. This is called the fence for window shopping. I mean, it is like a nothing fence. It's basically a line, and that's the reason that we're using Get to Work. I need to look up what a soccer field looks like, and I will be right back. Okay, admittedly, I might have gotten a little carried away, but this is Debug from High School Years, and so are these. And as far as I can tell, this is a decently accurate soccer field as far as the lines are concerned. I actually really love the way that that looks so far. We're gonna come back and do clutter. I'm thinking we'll have like benches, maybe some backpacks. And I know the reason that I wanted Parenthood is because I wanted this basket right here. And I know this is a laundry basket, right? But imagine we take a soccer ball and we raise it up and we like put it in here. And then we obviously do that like a lot more times. And then we'll have like a basket of soccer balls and then probably another one of footballs on the other side. I think we're going to set it up like soccer's on this side and football is over here because this is a huge sports complex and all the sports are practiced here. But we will come back to this. I will make this look better, I promise. I'm thinking over here, I want the pool because I really want to use the new diving board and the new slide. Also, now is probably a good time to mention, I don't actually have access to Adventure Awaits yet. That comes out tomorrow by the time I'm filming this. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna build all of this without Adventure Awaits. And once Adventure Awaits comes out, we're gonna come put in all of those final touches. And then I will upload this as a proper getaway for you. But you won't actually know any of that really happened because you will see this on the day that all of this is already done. But I'm thinking right here is where we need the pool for those purposes. I kind of want to frame it out a little bit. So I think we're going to use this base game tile all the way around. I don't think we have a pool trim in any of the packs that we're using. No, only the white one. And honestly, the white is fine. And I think we'll probably do slide on this side, diving boards over here. So we'll have to finish this portion of the build once the pack is out. So we'll come back and do those touch-ups. I also went ahead and painted the inside of the pool with those same base game tiles. So we've got the subway on the walls and the same one on the floor on the bottom. And I kind of like that it's very matchy-matchy like that because it feels like a public pool. But let's see if we can get the shape of this building together. Okay, I know she doesn't look like a lot right now, but I think I actually really, really like the shape of this building. I think once we get like a big sign and like get the paint and stuff and some windows and doors, this is really gonna come together. I'm kind of thinking maybe it's a little too flat in the back, so we'll probably add some sort of bump out back here, as well as maybe a little bump out on the side over here. Could be cute with a little roof on it. But let's think doors and windows for just a second before we get to all that. I think we're gonna have a lot of black accents. So I'm kind of thinking I do want black doors and windows, and I was kind of having trouble finding some that I felt fit nicely on shorter wall heights. So why don't we do a really tall one? I was kind of thinking we could maybe do this one from City Living because they also have matching windows. So we could do those here on these bottom floors and make it look really nice and extravagant. The top wall is still short wall height, so maybe we'll kind of stack some like this in this little area. And then for the top floor, since we're going more sports vibes, it might even be nice to use these in black on either side and line them up with the window. They're like perfectly the right width, so I'm kind of obsessed with that. And I think we're gonna use a little bit of blue in our build, so I don't really mind that these have a bit of a blue hue to them. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with that. I think it's kind of cute and almost makes it look like they added a window fog or something for their bottom floor windows so people couldn't just be looking into the rooms. I think for the main base on the outside, we're gonna go with this City Living brick. And as an accent color, this black stone from Spa Day. So it's gonna be kind of like this. I want one of the really big signs from high school years. Like this one, maybe sized up. Do you think it will size up? Ooh, oh wait, that's kind of perfect. Might want to alt place it a little bit. Now the question is, do we want to make it black? Like that black and gold pop is quite nice, or we could bring in some blue, which also kind of works. That's not very even, is it? I'm thinking maybe the black is the nicest. We're also gonna want to put a little exterior trim on this so we don't have this like white underside. I'm thinking black, like we'll just kind of keep with the theme. And then also black trim on these half walls. Now we gotta think about what the heck this floor plan is gonna look like. You can see I kind of started shaping it out because I knew I wanted like a big entryway here, but after that, I kind of don't know. So give me a second and we'll be right back. I think I might have gotten a little carried away, but she's looking pretty good from the outside now. I did opt to put in a little sunroof right here, and that's gonna be our yoga studio below that. So I think that's gonna be perfect. But let me kind of tour and show you this floor plan. Outside, we're gonna have a cute little fountain area. I think that these will just shoot straight up. I might need to bring a tester, but this is gonna kind of be our sports camp mascot. I used to go to cheer camps when I was in high school, so I'm pulling a lot of my experiences with that into this, and they did have a cheer camp specific mascot, which is kind of cringe when I think about it now, but it works, okay? I just have rough markers placed down, so bear with me as far as that goes. But right when you walk in, we're gonna have our big grand entryway space. If you head over to the right, we're gonna have what's gonna end up being our cycle room, which is marked by a normal bicycle since I don't quite have those cycles just yet. We're gonna have our yoga studio at the end of the hallway and a kind of traditional workout room in here. I also opted for the tall wall height so we could fit in these wall climbers. I don't ever manage to fit those into builds, so I'm kind of excited to try. I felt like if there was any build to fit them into, it was this one. If we go back to the entryway, if you walk straight out, we're gonna have like a little prep room. Like maybe the football players go in there to learn their plays, or maybe the cheerleaders go in there to get their new routines. I don't know, just like a general like meeting room for our sports teams. And then right next to that, we're gonna have a little research area. So maybe they can study their plays, or maybe you still want your kids to do schoolwork or something, or build skills with computers. I just think a computer room is a useful thing to have. So that's what this will be. And then if we move down the hallway, we're gonna have a cafeteria area. We're gonna have a big kitchen so our staff here can cook. And then we're also gonna have an outdoor access and build out a little patio area. That way, if your Sims want to eat outside, they can. And then next to that, we're going to have a little cheer zone. This also has a cute little glass roof. I've really been liking using these lately. And then if you head upstairs, we're going to have a communal hangout area here in the center. Over here, we're going to have a staff rooms, a bathroom in the center, and then we're going to have camper rooms. These are quite big, so we should be able to fit a lot in here. We might even not have to do bunk beds and can use single beds. And then over to this side, we have what I hope will be our basketball court. I'm a little scared it won't fit. And if it won't fit, then we're going to have to rework some things. Oh no, it doesn't fit, does it? Oh no. Oh, that's worst case scenario. I just knew it would fit. Okay, I mean, we could just go on medium wall height up here and change out some windows. Honestly, wait, even the windows that we have don't look bad. We just might want to pick them up a little bit to like meet the top of that wall. Although maybe like in an area over here that's going to be bedrooms, we could come back in with the ones that we've deemed frosted and put those on top so it's like more floor to ceiling. I mean, that would look good everywhere, wouldn't it? I mean, it does look good everywhere. That looks really nice, actually. I think I'm gonna do the same thing on the back. And honestly, I kind of like that better because now most of the windows are that blue color and it makes like a little bit more sense, honestly. Like it just feels a little bit more cohesive. I think what I want to do then, now that I really like the layout and things that we have so far, is finish up the outside with some landscaping. I kind of feel like a little bit of overgrown landscaping would look good here. Quite like this little bush because I think we can kind of squeeze it into these little crevices. I like the idea of also almost encompassing the cheerleader space with hedges. I think that makes it feel a little bit more private, especially since it's going to be right next to the eating area. And then let's come in with these cute little blue flowers. These are base game, but they are debug base game. But I want to bring in some more of that blue pop, especially since we have it in our windows. Just using these to kind of line out where I want all of my landscaping to go. I think to give it the air of being more of a facility, we're going to make our landscaping almost a little symmetrical in the front. I would love to use a big tree in this corner, but I think they all clip. Yeah, dang. Oh, they do have these tall, skinny ones from high school years. Almost wondering if we should like do those in planter boxes. Maybe that makes more sense. We could do like 5 down the side like that. Maybe we could put this cuter little tree here in the front. I'm almost wondering about like a little picnic area or something right here. We could just toss a couple down. Honestly, that's kind of cute. I think that may be it for our landscaping on this build. We kind of kept it simple in the back, but we do have those bushes going all the way around. I do still need to do terrain paint, but we will wait until last for that. I do need to grab some outdoor lighting though, because I have not done that yet. And this needs to be a very well lit lot. We want it to feel safe no matter where you are, no matter where you're walking. Oh, it would be really cute if we had like some string lights here, but I don't think they'll fit. Dang, that would have been adorable. I wonder if I can size them up with T.O.O.L Mod just to make it reach the wall over there. I mean, that does work. Ooh, we even have that like aqua blue. Honestly, maybe that works. That's a really cute over on that side though. I think I'm gonna take these in black and just pepper them throughout the landscaping. We can even put them on every corner here. I don't think they really have any stadium lighting, do they? I kind of need something for my football field, but I don't even sort of know what to put out here. Maybe just some lights like this where our benches would be. It might be the best I can do in The Sims. I think that's okay for nighttime, at least in this area. I do need to light up the pool still. I feel like the field is a little dark, but I just don't know if there's anything I can do about that. And I'm pleased with the well-litness of everything over here. So let's go into our water features and get some pool lights. I think I want this to be like aggressively bright. So I think we're literally going to place a light every 2 tiles. I do think I will take these saucers and place them on the corners here. It's not perfect, but they don't need to be swimming at night anyways. Maybe the pool closes early. I don't know. Okay, and then other than the dirt terrain paint, I think that might be the exterior of this build all finished. And also outside of the pool stuff that I'll have to put down tomorrow when the pack is in. I think let's just go room by room. We just need to decorate as we go. Let's start with our entryway space. We kind of need to decide what floor we want moving throughout here. I am thinking wood for the most part. We do have this city living wood. Would black wood be bad? Maybe like the contrast could be kind of nice. It's more of like a dark charcoal than it is pure black. And it kind of makes our mascot pop off of the ground quite nicely. Because then we could even bring in some of the brick from outside, and that really pops. Maybe bring in like a blue on some of the other points of the wall. Oh, wait, I kind of like that. I think I'd like it to be more of this color blue, like our mascot's blue. Ooh, maybe the Discover University. Something about that has just school vibes. And it's like that lighter blue within our mascot, which is kind of pretty. Let's maybe on this side make our own little gallery display with like different kinds of diplomas and certificates and things of the sort. Maybe even a little flag moment could be kind of cute. Okay, I like that there. And then on this wall over here, maybe like a big crest or something. We could do it in the black just to kind of bring more contrast back to the wall. I like the idea that maybe the sports camp is a place that you can go to get recognized by one of the universities. So maybe they keep both of their flags up on the wall. And then these trophy cases are very important. So we should put some lights up there as well. We'll get some more university advertisements over there. And I think that's going to be our little entryway area done. There is already a light up here. This is a big light from Spa Day, so it kind of drips down to the bottom. But while we're here, I am going to go ahead and move this to this top floor, just so it feels a little bit more seamless. We did add some bricks in as well. I'll go ahead and carry this up here too. I think I want to do a different one on our basketball court. I feel like basketball courts are like a lighter wood usually, or maybe like more of the orangey tone. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know much about basketball, can you tell? Maybe this one. And we could even pull in that brighter blue that we've been using here on our basketball court. I'm just now realizing that this little area right here is off by a tile, so I'm fixing that really fast. Let's keep it moving upstairs and start doing this little landing area right here. I want just a cute little hangout vibe. I'm kind of thinking maybe a little beanbag corner. Maybe we'll set up like a little TV space for them to play some video games or something. Because I do want them to have a little lounge time. This is going to be our little living area over here. We've got just a ton of sports posters on the wall, a couple of beanbag chairs, a little ottoman. And then I just threw some sports clutter in the corner because it just felt right, honestly. Maybe we'll get these little magazines right here so they can read on those if they want to. I think we'll just do a little ping pong area right here. We'll have a pretty art piece. I don't really feel like we need to do much else because it might be unusable if we go too far. I'm thinking in this little nook, we'll give them a tiny snack bar maybe. I know we're getting a mini fridge with the new pack, so maybe I'll leave an empty place to put that. I think I'll probably toss a microwave on top of that, and then we'll have some room for them to like prepare their snacks. Maybe for now, just to be safe, so in case I forget, we'll just put down the university one, and I'll put the microwave on top of that. So I'll have like a cute little snack bar space. I guess I could wrap it though, actually. Wait, maybe I get different counters. Give them a money trash can up here. Speaking of trash cans, I did not think of outdoor ones. Maybe I'll just kind of put them back here. I don't really know where else to put them. And then I would love some games tables or something in this corner as well. The only one we have in base game, I think, is this one, which is so ugly, but it will work. Maybe just like 2 games tables. I'll grab this board like it's kind of the happenings of the sports camp, and they'll be able to keep up with all the goings on right there. Oh, this is cute. And we'll also give them the blender on one of these counters once we have it. So I don't really think I want to clutter much more than that. We got this big art piece here. Maybe I'll get like a little runner rug. Although I must say, there's not much of any reason to walk down here. But maybe we'll get one just for like aesthetics. I think that's gonna be our hangout area all done. We added a couple little other things. I added some rugs here. And I went ahead and reworked the basketball room a little bit because my husband just happened to get home, brought me some coffee, which was lovely. But he knows sports, so I asked him if the floor I had was right. And he said it needed to be less paneled. And this is the least paneled floor we have in The Sims. So that's what we're gonna go for now. I want to have like a bench, like a basketball bench, but I don't really know. You know, wait. Maybe we should rework this a bit. Maybe instead of a big thing like that, we should put some windows so you could like watch from outside. That could be kind of cool. Just pretend that this is not breakable glass, okay? Like you couldn't break this glass if you wanted to. So you could like watch them play basketball from outside. But you see, what I don't know is what else goes in a basketball room. I feel like bleachers, but we don't have anything like that. I feel like honestly, this and like a gray is gonna be about the closest thing to a bleacher that we have in The Sims. So maybe I'll just kind of clip some together over here. Maybe like get some backpacks or something, like it's what they're carrying their sports equipment in. I don't think we have any like duffel bags. So we don't really have what I'm looking for, but I think that would be better. The only duffel bag we have is the one with the money, and it doesn't fit the vibes. Let's get some more benches over on either side of this window here. And then I think what we'll do is my little basket thing that I'm also planning to do outside. So we're gonna grab this little guy, maybe in black. Oh, maybe with that one is good. And then we're gonna raise a bunch of basketballs up in there. Kind of like that. Stop it. That's so cute. Wait, I'm obsessed with that. That came out way better than I thought it would. I was thinking something that looked like a scoreboard could be kind of cool in here, but this is gonna all look like food, I think. Are you kidding? You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I think that's close enough. That kind of looks like, it's like this school versus this school. Now this is a baseball, but maybe that's just telling you about a game later in the day. Who am I to say? Who am I to say? Should I get anything on these walls? Like, do they need windows? It can't be everywhere. It'd have to only be here and here. Does that look bad from the outside? Doesn't look great. Maybe if we got like these on this wall and didn't do the big ones, because honestly, that's kind of fine. We could even extend it an extra one. I don't think that looks bad. I think that actually looks quite nice. Honestly, maybe same thing right here. I understand logistically all these windows in this space is a bad idea, but I just like, I can't be bothered to carry you guys. I just can't. Just pretend it's like tempered glass or whatever you call it. They're not gonna break it. It's unbreakable. I think a couple more bag clutters, maybe a little basketball actually out on the court. Ooh, we could put like a megaphone or something, like that's the coaches. I don't think they actually coach like that, so please don't come for me. I obviously don't know sports. I need a little bit of bench over here. Maybe this is like the viewer area. I think that works. For the fans, teams sit on the gray, fans sit on the black ones. I think that works quite nice. And now that is our basketball room all done. Let's stick upstairs and we can start doing these little areas over here. Ooh, okay, so the board for like the happenings can go right here. In the campers room, I think what I want to do is figure out a general layout, and then when the new beds are available to us, I think I want to swap them out for those. This isn't everybody's sports camp. I think it might be quite cute if we did some kind of like pastel locker situation. Oh, we could even just alternate pink and green. Maybe pink, green, white, because they all have the same base color. Oh, and the blue. Okay, wait. I like that. That does make me want to change the wallpaper though, right? That's not good anymore. Let's pick something else. Ooh, that's kind of fun. And other than the green, it has all the colors in it. Well, okay, wait. Maybe instead of the green, we'll do white in between each color just so it's like more on theme. And then what? We need spaces for 8 campers? I'm trying to decide if I think we need bunk beds or not. Honestly, since I did the lockers, we may need bunk beds. I say that, but honestly, wait, maybe we could just do it like this. So, well, that's 6 beds. That's not 8 beds. We can get 7 right here. I think I'd like bunk beds better. So once again, we're gonna change them, so don't stress about that. I know this is ugly. It's a layout. Maybe we'll do like this half more in a greeny tone and this half more in a pinky tone. I kind of, in my head, this place is for teens, but I do want you to be able to bring your kids here because I think the kids could benefit from it as well. We could even come back in with this wallpaper and add some blue right there and then bring in some pink right here. We can separate the 2 spaces out with a dresser. Oh, you know what would be cute? The cube storage from Discover University. This stuff, like we could almost just all place it in the center of the window. Like it's like a blockade. That's kind of cute. I'm down for that. Okay, let's set up at least a small area for kids to be able to play in here in case you decide to bring some young children. So it's like if you bring kids when they have free time, they should come hang out in this room, and then hopefully your teens will come hang out in this room. Let's maybe grab some cute neon lights in their respective colors. Oh, what about this big mural right when you walk in? It's actually kind of the right color scheme. That's fun. And then maybe just up high, we'll get a couple of different types of posters. Let's get some string lights above the lockers. I might even just stick a little science table right here in this corner. I may regret that. This does catch fire is the issue. And I think that's gonna be our room done for now until I have access to some different beds, and then we might change it up just a bit. But I do like the general layout of the room and the vibes. Let's do this bathroom. I don't know how I want to lay this out. Okay, that's gonna be the bathroom done. Will your Sims need 6 showers? Likely not, but at least they have them. Moving on to this room in here, I kind of think I want to keep the all brick walls. I quite like that. And then this is for our employees of this sports camp. I'm thinking we're gonna need 4 employees. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe I'll have figured it out by the end of this, but I feel like we need a chef for sure. We're gonna need a sports trainer or like a camp counselor. Maybe it would be what we called them. I'm gonna want at least some kind of cleaning and maintenance staff, and then maybe like a host or general employee. So 4 beds for them. Once again, waiting on the new bed. So this is just gonna be more of a layout and less of final decor. I might even give them like a solo bathroom. So maybe the campers share the one that we did, and then they'll have their own separate bathroom. So they'll get a little bathroom like this. I think that's quite cute. We'll circle back to their room when we have everything. So with that being said, let's for the moment head downstairs. And I think I want to start in my kitchen zone. Let's use this large window. We'll put the blue on this side so you can't see in, but they can see out. I didn't even think about that. If you didn't want the blue on the outside, you could just turn these. I kind of like the blue though, so I'm gonna leave it. But note to self, very helpful. I think let's go kitchen / staff room in here. So maybe we can give them a small little dining area for them to come hang out and take a break. I don't know if I've ever had an excuse to use one of these really tall hood vents, but today's the day, people. Today is the day. This is gonna be it for our little kitchen area, or big kitchen area, I guess I should say, over here. And then we've got a little employee zone. I definitely need some more plants and things. Maybe we'll do a little set of succulents on the table. We could do a large plant in the corner. Get another little art piece here on this big empty wall. And then I need curtains. I don't know if they have tall wall height curtains. Oh, wait, these? Oh, these. Okay, perfect. Let's get white ones in here. Okay, adorable. That's gonna be this space all finished. Oh, well, maybe a rug. Every time I'm like, that's it. I always think of something else. Maybe we'll get like this pretty blue rug. I can size it up with T.O.O.L Mod. Okay, and now that is gonna be this area all finished. So this is where your employees will come and like cook breakfast, lunch, dinner for the campers. And now we need to make the area that the campers eat. I kind of think I wanna bring this brick through this main hallway. We do have these pretty blue colored tables. These are with Discover University. They're actually bar stool height tables, but they do have matching chairs. So maybe we'll just set these up as our cafeteria tables. Should we do multiple colors or just blue? The yellow could be cute. The pink could be fun. I'm actually leaning yellow just because their metal tones are the same. It's a little bigger than I think it needs to be, but this is our cafeteria room done. We've got a menu board that tells you what they're serving up today. We've got a few little things for the kids to just grab and go. And then each table has a paper towel and like a little condiment stand on it. I just used some city living pictures around, as well as the really fun pride flag thing that we recently got in the base game update, and I sized it up. It actually looks really good sized up, and we changed the floors to be a tile instead of the black floor that we had over here, and I think that looks really nice. We also have 2 downstairs bathrooms that are just gonna be half baths. So you can see this one I did very quickly, and it's super simple, but the exact same thing happened right over here. Outside, I think I'm just gonna add a few of these little picnic tables around and about kind of sporadically. And I think that's all I really wanna do for right there. So let's move on into our little conference slash meeting room. Let's get a little podium right here, like somebody is hosting the meeting. And these chairs give me meeting energy, so maybe we'll just get a little slew of those. Your Sims most likely won't actually use this room in the slightest, but that doesn't mean that we can't pretend a little bit and say that they're gonna go in there for their sports meetings. We'll put a cute little plant back here and maybe some kind of picture. I feel like I'm running out of art rapidly. Maybe this cute little guy. I'm gonna put this on the wall, like maybe it's a little sports schedule or something. Let's get a little corkboard right here. And if we go into the Parenthood debug, we can find some sticky notes. These say nothing to see or like blank thing, but they are in fact little sticky notes if you like alt place them. Maybe these are like meeting notes or something, or like players who did good and players who did bad. Like this is for the person who is giving the lecture, maybe? You see that circle, whoever that was, probably a really good player. Okay, and with a few color changes, that is gonna be our meeting room all done. So let's move on to our computer room next. And this is gonna be our little computer room all done. I think it's quite adorable. It's simple. We've got the elements table over here on the wall. And other than that, it's kind of simple. This one we can kind of start on. We will have to leave some parts of it alone because we're also waiting on our free weights. But I think what we're gonna do for this is have our free weights put in front of mirrors. I do like this floor in here. Maybe a tile wall or something that has more of a Jimmy feel would be good. I don't know what a Jimmy feel is, but I know we need it. Oh, these mirrors look so tiny. Do you think we could raise them up? I kind of want them to be floor to ceiling. It works. Let's look for a tile. I do want to keep this mat that we have down in here. I think that looks nice. But maybe we do something different on the walls. Ooh, I like that. Also need more lights in here by like a lot. Okay, so we're gonna have these two machines. I kind of feel like they do need to be separated a little bit. But then like what goes between them? We could do like a couple of treadmills. What? You know what I mean. I think let's stick with the default swatch. I think the brown's quite nice because they can put another one like right here. Ooh, honestly, wait, maybe we take these and we can do like a back-to-back situation. And then when we get the free weights, they can just go along this whole wall. One thing I also like to do when I have Get to Work available is to put the teeny little TV in front of the treadmills because you can gain double skill. You can get your fitness skill and work on either your comedy or your cooking skill simultaneously. Pretty cool. Does My Fitness stuff have anything that would be really helpful to have? Maybe instead of putting this here, we could pop the little bench down so you just have like a place to chill for a second if you need to. And I think until we get our free weights, that might be this room done for the moment. We can't really do this room at all other than maybe put down a different wallpaper. I need to wait for the cycles though, so. Oh, they have My Fitness stuff wallpaper. Ooh, what if we went for something kind of rich and warm like that in here? I do like that. I don't know. I feel like it's too matchy-matchy with the floor. I guess we could come in with the black. Maybe here in the entryway though, we can get a few more things from My Fitness stuff. Just something like this, and then we'll put our bikes in once we have them. Maybe we can put this on the wall like it's a bike route or something. I definitely don't think that's what that is, but we can pretend. Oh, maybe that one, because we kind of have that warmer wood in here. Okay, and then last but not least is our little yoga studio. Maybe I want to use this like peachy tile from high school years. I don't know though, because there's a lot of yoga mat colors. So it kind of depends. This is an instructor's yoga mat right here. Oh, okay. So the question is, do we want to be really cohesive maybe and do like a little color scheme? Or do we want to kind of just mix and match the yoga mat patterns? I kind of like the idea of maybe giving all of the main yoga mats like this little swatch. And then in the front, maybe like the blue moons. Let's over here get a little set of towels and an incense and also this cute little sign. I'm also kind of liking mixing in this warmer wood tone here. Ooh, maybe we get the waterfall. It fits. We could even bring it in the light blue color so it kind of matches. And then I'm like, what the heck do I get on this wall that says like spa? I don't know. None of it really says spa, like other than the signs, but is that really what we want? Is it? The tall walls are just so tall. Oh, wait. I didn't know that there was like athlete signs. Maybe I want to replace something. I think I do want this sign, but I'm going to copy this and maybe move it into here and put like an athlete sign up. I learned something new today. Look at that guy go. We'll do it like that. That's kind of cool. Maybe we'll do a similar thing where we like get the bamboo on either side like we did over on the other one. And that's going to be the yoga studio done, except maybe I get a plant in this corner. We could get this little guy. He kind of feels spa to me. Okay, and that's going to be our little spa room all done. Not spa room, our yoga studio. I think I'm going to put this chalkboard right here. Like maybe it's the class schedule or something, because I do feel like that's something that would be helpful to have. We could also get a cute little plant right next to it. Also just got a little seating area in this hallway. I think that's gonna be the hallway space all done though. And so right now we're pretty much finished, except we've got to get our cycle area done. And then we're gonna rework our bedrooms over here a little bit once the new pack is out. Oh, and the pool. But with that said, I'll see you guys when that pack is out and we will add in all of the new stuff. We are back and with Adventure Awaits. This is actually my first look at this pack completely. I genuinely don't even know where to start. I guess we start by just sorting by Adventure Awaits, right? Maybe we start with the pool because we know we got new water features. Oh, look at the diving boards. Oh my God. I've seen these items because I have watched other content creators, but this is my first time seeing them in game. So I'm pretty excited. Maybe we do 2 high dives in the center and then the low dives on either side. Now I will say it's rather blue over here. So I wonder if we can add in some contrast. Maybe the white. The white kind of feels more facility, right? And then we can do the big slide over here. I think just 1 slide and we'll just center it with the whole pool. And maybe that one we could bring in the more fun blue pop. Oh my God, that's so stinking cute. Under water features, there's butterflies. Should I sprinkle in some butterflies? I mean, it would be pretty cute, right? We could even just like kind of pepper them into the flowers. We don't have to have a ton, just enough to make it a little cutesy. Okay, I did not use them all, but I did use a lot. Maybe we finish up our workout rooms next. Unfortunately, I didn't leave room for archery. Do you think archery is a sport? Do you think I should, instead of the picnic tables over here, add in some archery? We could. I might need to back up the landscaping a little bit, but we could make a little archery pocket. I would say archery is a sport. To be honest with you, I have no idea like what kind of flooring goes down in archery stuff. So maybe we just put dirt in the whole thing. I do think that's kind of a cool addition. I didn't even think to look at swatches. Ooh, okay, they have like a darker brown. I think we'll go with that one here. Okay, back to fitness. We need cycles. That's what we originally went to fitness for. So I can finally take out this needless bike. So this is the instructor bike here. Ooh, okay, wait. Oh, fun colors. Oh, I kind of want to go with that yellow. We did include some of that in here over on this area. So maybe we'll make the instructor's bike white with the yellow accents, and then we'll make the other bikes just the plain yellow ones. Okay, listen. The instructor bike is only going to reach these first 6 bikes, but I think it looks better in the room with these extra 2. But maybe a sim wants to come cycle and not join the class, and I think that's fine. Let's grab our new weight system. This is actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be, but I do really like it. But I feel like at a lot of gyms, they just have these across the whole mirrored section. So I think I am gonna emulate that. Ooh, colors. Do we want to color? I kind of think in our case here, oh, maybe the silver. I was gonna say black might be best, but they do have a few fun colors in this. But I think let's go with the gray. Oh, we should also give them the nostalgic entertainment system up here. I don't think this is gonna work any differently than a normal gaming system, but maybe we'll put both. So it could be like, oh, you could play old games and new games kind of vibe. Oh, Okay, I'm gonna have to give up stuff because we've already got the lot so filled. So unfortunately, I don't think I can fit a playground equipment here, but I don't really think that fits the energy. So we'll have to save that for another build. Other things I knew I wanted to change is we need to head to the kitchen section because we did get a new mini fridge. It just looks more like a drink fridge. And I think that that works really well for what we have set up here. And of course, we need the new blender. I want to get the blue in the blender, but look at all those colors. I'm really excited about the blender. I just imagine it like a fitness camp slash school like we have here. They're probably drinking a lot of smoothies, you know? Maybe just for a little bit more greenery, I'll slide the new plant back in there as well. Oh, look at that swatch. It actually matches really nicely. Let's revisit our kids' room because I was like thinking about it and I don't know if I love this space, but I want these bunk beds. But I'm kind of wondering about going with this swatch and this color scheme in here. They do have a lot of really cute swatches, but something about that electric blue with the little green, I really, really like. I was kind of thinking we could make the camp a little bit bigger. I was thinking it felt a little bit empty. So I think I want to include more kids if at all possible. We could squeeze another bunk bed here in the center. We'll get the matching swatch on the bottom bunk. And then I was thinking maybe we do keep some lockers, but maybe we only keep like 2 or 3 lockers. And now we could even add in that green color. So it'll be like more of a blue and green theme in here. And we can add in a couple more beds. I wonder if any of the new wallpapers could work for our situation. The only one that we really have is very campy, and I do like this, and I can see myself using this, but at the same time, I don't think it fits the vibes of this build. But what we could do is add in some more windows over here as well, which will make it where we don't need quite as many decorations. Maybe we keep it like really simple and go with the green plaid in here. I do think that looks really good. Change out a couple of our toy swatches, maybe a couple LED swatches as well. Gonna just add a little bit more clutter over on this side. And I think with that, that's gonna be our kids and teens space all done. So let's move over to the employees room. I was thinking this bed, but I don't know. Maybe that's just a little too cabiny. So maybe instead a bed like this is better. And we could just give them a more like neutral swatch of the bed. Now that we're doubling the kids, I think we're gonna need to also have a little bit bigger staff. So I'm kind of playing with the idea of maybe doing a bunk bed and then a big bed. I would rather have too many beds than not enough beds. I say let's do a little setup kind of like this. And then we can give them a small little area over here that is the staff hangout area. And I would love to use some of the new Adventure Awaits stuff. Honestly, this little creamy couch is quite cute. Ooh. Oh, I haven't really seen these swatches yet. Oh, wait. Maybe I want that because I think they have a matching chair, right? Ooh, but so does this. I love this chair. Okay, no, I want that. Grab a little rug to ground the space. I think that swatch actually looks really nice with some of the colors that we chose in here. What I do think we can do though is use some of the art from this pack to fill up our wall spaces. Oh, look at all these fitness arts. Oh, wait. Should I put those downstairs? Maybe we can still put some in the camp counselor's room just because I'm assuming they're probably into fitness too. And I think that just looks nice on the walls. But I might circle back and see if we can fit in any down there. We could give them a little blender in here too. Oh, or the tea kettle. This is one of the early content items. We can even give them a little console too. And then also a TV on the wall. And then I just need a little something to go over here. And I think that might be this room about done. I think let's put some just general sporty things over here on this wall. We could also put another one of these posters sized up here. Ooh, what about rugs? I haven't looked at the rugs yet. Oh, we could give like each of them a different one of these swatches. Although from what I've seen from other creators, these are really cute, but they do come in like an odd set of swatches. But as you guys can imagine, I'm like obsessed with the bear, you know? So I think I'll try to leave him. Honestly, that matches really well. Even if we give all of them that, it may be better. I'm so sorry, Bear. I will find the perfect build for you. Worry not. But for this build, this looks a little bit better. And that is going to be our staff room all finished. We should add this little shelf right here next to our games tables because it has little games on it. So maybe they grab from there to play the games. That's super cute. I'm thinking about maybe replacing the tables out here. Oh, they have that like dark blue swatch. Like that? Or the next one? This one. Okay, wait, we'll swap them then. I'll grab this little clock here on the wall. I don't really think we're gonna use it, but we could add some crafts at one of these tables just in case you wanna do that in your kids' free time or something. At least the option's there. But I think with that, that's gonna be the build done. You'll have noticed I added some cones, and then I also added benches and soccer balls and the little mascot over here. And I'm glad that I came and looked because I also added a wall so I could place this megaphone. And now that's fixed. So now we officially get to change it over to be a custom venue? Disabled for special venues? What do you mean? Hello? Oh no. Can I not change what kind of lot this is? Oh no. This is 64 by 64. Ooh. I don't think it'll fit in Gibby Point. I don't think it makes sense there. Do we even have another 64 by 64? Even the parks are only 50 by 50, so is the land grab house. The high school's 64 by 64, but it's not gonna let me replace that either. Oh, I messed up. Oh, this is bad. I just learned something new though, because I had no idea that this was a special park. I just installed cats and dogs because I think that there's a 64 by 64 in Brindleton Bay right here. Okay, so I'm really sorry about that. We did have to add in another pack. And only for the world too. Like we didn't even include anything from cats and dogs in the build. Okay, on the bright side, it does really look good on this lot. I think it works out really well actually. And our little bus stop thingy makes a lot more sense here. Well, note to self, can't change the lot type in San Myshuno Park. Okay, well, good to know. But now we finally get to set up our custom venue. So we're gonna make teen athletes and children athletes, and I think we're gonna have everybody build physical skills. And then maybe we just select some of the different sports that we have. I can't add everything, but we have build physical skills, cheerlead, do water activities, play basketball, and lift free weights. Maybe instead of cheerlead, I want soccer. Oh, I don't know. I want them to use that big field. So I feel like that's what I need to do. I'm gonna just copy that and then add it back. I highly doubt children can do free weights. I know that they can do this. I know they can play basketball. I know they can play soccer. I know they can do water activities. What else can kids do? Maybe we can tell the kids to do archery. Let's have coaches. I think we need at least 2 coaches. And I do want them to be either young adult or adult. Maybe we should require them to have the fitness skill. I think we'll have them care and mentor children. Maybe just enjoy the outdoors so they're staying outside. There's not really one for mentoring teens. I don't think that care and mentor children will work on the teens, but maybe it will. Admittedly, this is my first time looking through this panel, so I very well missed stuff. Oh, mentor fitness. Okay, wait. Do you think it matters the order that you put them in? Or maybe they only need to do the 2 things. They need to care and mentor children and mentor fitness for the teens. I think that'll do. Let's have maintenance staff. Am I able to have 2 of them? As far as age goes, they can just be any kind of adult. And we want them to do home chores, clean, fix objects. And then these are also going to be the people who serve up the meal. Serve meal. Okay, perfect. And I was thinking maybe we added in some kind of other staff member, but I'm thinking just more coaches is best. So we'll have 8 teen athletes, 8 children athletes, 4 coaches, so like 2 for each, and a maintenance staff. And I think that should work really nicely. I think we'll start 6 a.m. with breakfast. Oh no, I have too many Sims. You can only have 20 total Sims doing something at one time. So I think I have to back it down to 2 coaches. Yeah, okay, well that's fine. Because I feel like every stage that they'll be doing something. So 6 a.m. is gonna be our breakfast start time. The main thing will be to eat. So our maintenance staff will serve the meal and everybody else will be eating and doing self-care. Then 9 a.m. we'll do our first round of build physical skills. So we'll have the coaches coach and the kids do all of the other stuff. What if we actually try to get the kids to swap places? So maybe what we'll do is early on, we'll try to have our teens be inside and the kids be outside. So we'll do workout, play basketball, lift free weights, and do yoga. Oh, and cycle. Where is that at? I feel like I haven't seen cycle yet, but I'm certain it's here. Because bike is just bicycles. That's not the other cycles. Use spinning bike. I'm looking for the word cycle. It's called a spinning bike. And we'll try to get our children to focus on being outside. So they'll work on their physical skills. They'll do soccer. They'll do water activities. They'll do archery. And I think, can't kids do football? We can do the football toss. And then at noon, we'll kind of do the same thing, but we'll swap. Maybe even for the kids, we can let them take like a bit of a break so they can do yoga, basketball, and play with toys. I don't really know what all kids can do. And then for our teens, they'll do football, soccer, water activities. We can cheerlead and archery. So we'll have 2 windows to build physical skills. And then maybe at 3 o'clock, we can do a little bit of free time. So everyone can do free time, self-care, and maybe we'll let the teens play cards. Oh, or play pub games, because that way they'll just play whatever's on the table. Oh no, play table games. Just kidding. We'll get there eventually. And like maybe play video games. And then for the kids, they can play with toys. We'll also have them do free time and self-care. I'll also just turn on arts and music and they can do stuff like that if they want to. And the maintenance stuff at this point, I think I'd like to go ahead and cook our meal. So that way at 6 o'clock, we can eat. I think we'll just set up everybody for eat and free time. So we'll have a little bit of free time at the end of the day, which I think is kind of nice. And then that way, if you want to work on specific skills with your sim, you can do that. Do we think 9 o'clock bed? If it's not 9 o'clock bed, it's midnight bed? And they're waking back up at 6? Is that enough time? I kind of think we'll do 9 o'clock bed. I don't know. I haven't played with it yet, so it's hard for me to say. Maybe we should do like an everybody cleanup just in case everything's gotten a little bit gross. And then we can do midnight bed. I think that might be a helpful thing to do. Maybe it's a little over the top, okay, but I think it might be nice to help the maintenance staff out a little bit. So we'll have everybody just do a little bit of cleaning if there's cleaning to be done. And then if there's not cleaning to be done, then they'll have a little bit more free time and we'll go to bed at midnight. I'm gonna just call it Sports Academy as far as the schedule goes. And I think I may wanna just save it as a preset in case we wanna maybe change it or add it to a different lot or something. And then this is so detailed, so we can literally go in and add outfits and stuff for each sim. I'm gonna go give everybody one main outfit because I cannot go in and do all of the outfits. But I think what we'll do is maybe they can all have like a matching shirt of some sort. I'm thinking it's gotta be this one. So this will be the male coaches, the female coaches. Let's go male campers for our female campers. And last but not least, this is gonna be the outfit for both of the kid campers. Oh wait, that's not last. We still have to do maintenance. Dang it. Maybe maintenance can just wear whatever they want. Maybe we can have the maintenance staff wear basic black outfits or something so they're easier to spot. How about that? And I think with that, that's the Sports Academy officially all done. She doesn't look the best on the gallery because we're technically kind of sideways, but I do have it uploaded for you. My gallery ID is PlumeriaPlay, and I use hashtag PlumeriaPlay to give you an easier time finding it. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this first Adventure Awaits build. Please let me know in the comments what other kind of builds and gameplay you'd like to see with this pack. I have a lot of ideas, but I always like to have some more. I'd like to give a special shout out to my YouTube channel members. Thank you guys so much for your extra support. It really means the world to me. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.